Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies, a weekly podcast following four friends as they battle across a homebrewed world called Antiriath in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Step into our mystical world called Antiriath and follow our party of 3 dummies as they adventure across the lands. Talik Grug, half-orc, half-mystery, the fighter, played by Taylor. Boddynock Greenleaf, the halfling rogue with a penchant for taking things that don't belong to him, played by Josh. And the ever-mysterious Eclarian Shadow, half-elf ranger from the Eclarian Mountains, played by Seth. And last but not least, the creator of our beautiful world, the man of many voices, and our dungeon master, Sam. Hello and welcome back to the show, lovely listeners. If you have not done so yet, please take a moment and rate and review our show on whatever podcast app you use to listen. It helps other people find us, helps us move up the charts, and hopefully one day will help us make some money so we can continue to do this lovely, lovely podcast for you. Although, who are we kidding? We're going to keep doing it either way. On last week's episode, the party finally makes it back to the Confluence Guild Hall in Boddynock. They pick up a new bounty to go help their old friends, the Kretoks, for something on the bounty board that describes an underground terror. They make it and talk to the Chief Gold, and he tells us that some kind of creature has been attacking his villagers, leaving no trace behind, just absolutely mutilating them. He has no idea what's causing it. We do a little investigating, make our way over to the giant door that was built by the dwarves to seal the cavern off from the Underdark. The 3 of us make our way in. As we make it down a tunnel, we come to a large cavern with some sloshing water. It looks like some sort of underground lake. And we see some spider-like creatures on the ceiling. They try to shoot webs at us, and we roll initiative. As we roll initiative, though, we notice that Boddynock is nowhere to be found. He seems to have slipped off in the darkness while we were distracted by the shadows. We begin to fight these things that are some sort of cave fishing creatures. All of a sudden, these strange fish people start popping up out of the lake and running for their lives as the cave fisher spider creatures start to attack them as well. And that is where you find us here in the middle of that fight. All right, who's looking weak? Can I tell who's looking weak?
The one Seth just lit up with the fire. He's like on fire. He is pissed. Yeah,
He's got the blue around him. All right, I'll toss a hand axe up at him with my first attack. Mm-hmm. And that is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
And I do 8 damage to him.
That's enough. He falls from the sky. Splop. Dead.
All right, how many do we have left?
Looks like there's about 4 of them left. One of them seems to be going away with his delectable meal. One has a fishman, one has your mastiff, and one is mealless at the moment. He just lost his meal.
Prey.
Yeah.
All right, the one without the prey is on my right? Has he taken any damage?
He is not.
All right, I'm going to throw a hand axe at him.
Okay.
16
that
to
hits.
Hit. Max damage, 10 damage.
All right. Do a little damage.
I'll end my turn.
All right. So let's see. It's the one with the Mastiff's turn. He's going to spend his turn pulling the Mastiff up to him, and now that he's got the Mastiff up to him, him and the Mastiff are going to start heading out to Chowtown land.
Okay.
This one's dead, so I'm going to remove him. And this one is going to finish pulling this Koatua up to him, and then they're going to head off to Chowtown land. Which I promise it's not as bad as it sounds. It's just where you get eaten. All right, Shadow.
So, I know it's not a beast, but is it a creature?
I mean, everything's a creature.
Yeah, I think that applies to pretty much everything.
What's the diddy dum diddy do that you want to do?
I'll bite him. The mastiff's gonna bite him.
Oh yeah, the mastiff can definitely bite him. It'll be a disadvantage because he's restrained.
Yeah.
I think the only things that aren't creatures are like ghosts and stuff, right?
No, even those are creatures.
They're still creatures are just anything.
Creatures is
catch
just
all.
what they use for a target.
Gotcha.
They differentiate between objects and creatures. That's the differentiation.
Gotcha.
It looks like his attack is +3. So, okay, disadvantage.
All right, little mastiff. Let's see if you can free yourself.
11.
11 does not hit.
Just barely missed.
He's too distracted trying to eat the legs. They look like delectable white bones.
Okay. Well,
R.I.P., buddy.
Idaho is going to use is going to transfer his hunter's mark to the spider as the mastiff.
Okay.
And let loose a Drakman shot.
All right.
19.
That'll do. That'll do,
And-
pig.
That'll do, pig.
He's not
Charlotte's
injured,
Web.
correct?
He is not injured.
Told you my Charlotte's Web reference was.
Oh, yeah? So
the
14
name of that
damage.
movie isn't Charlotte's Web, though.
Oh, that's right. I'm
It's
wrong.
called Babe.
That's from Babe. Totally different movie.
Well, no, Babe is Charlotte's Web.
No, it's not. Charlotte's Web is its own movie.
Wait, is there not a spider in Babe?
Nope.
It's just the sheep and
Babe.
the sheep
Babe.
herder. God, what a
The talking
weird
pig.
movie.
14 damage.
Oh, I only gave him 10, so thank you for updating me.
Shooting another arrow.
16
This time
hits
Colossus
also.
Slayer will engage.
It will engage the Colossus slaying attributes of
I feel
your
like Babe
character.
would have been a better movie if it was animated. Let's be real.
Agreed.
Oh my gosh.
Why does it need
Six-
to be live action?
16 damage.
There was a lot of live action animal talking movies in the 90s.
Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound is good though.
It's
Yeah.
legendary. But
Legendary.
like there were a lot of bad ones. Babe wasn't the only one that was kind of weird that it was like that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get my 16 damage?
Did he took it and he hurts, but he's still alive.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
You know how chonky these guys are at this point.
Boddynock!
Where the fuck are you? Oh, that's great. Okay. All right, this guy, he's actually gonna spend his whole turn. He realizes that this thing's not struggling anymore, and he uses his whole turn getting to where he can enjoy this. This guy, he really wanted the fishy guy. He smells nice to the cave lurker. Oh yeah, he gets him. Oh, and he fails to resist. So this guy who thought freedom was near is re-grappled and pulled back up. Oh, tragic.
What a huge fucking cavern this is.
Alright, this guy's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, if we wanted to go over there and like grab him, we can't even get there with our movement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Huge.
no. Oh no, this guy succeeds. Oh, but he falls in some deep water. Splish! You see one of them drop into the water, escaping its captor. The one that just got grabbed, who thought he was close to freedom, he frees himself, and he still has health left. Oh my gosh, this guy is like, he's a survivor,
Run!
man. He is a survivor. Talik, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna throw an axe at the one to my right that just had the survivor.
Okay. All right.
Actually, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna throw a chromatic orb at him, a fire.
Ooh,
Orb.
cranking it up to the full leveled spell.
Alright, 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
I rolled so good. 20 damage, fire damage. So I throw
baby,
a fiery basketball at this guy.
oh yeah, you light him up.
Heck
It
yeah.
doesn't kill him, but you light him up.
Alright, I'll end my turn.
All right. It is the one with the Mastiff, and he is going to move his 20 feet, and then he is going to try to eviscerate the Mastiff.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh, those were both really high rolls. Like a 20 and a 19 for hits.
Those are both hits.
Okay, and that's gonna be 11 total damage as he starts ripping into this poor little Mastiff.
Okay, he's still alive.
All right.
Alright, hanging in there, Mr. Mastiff. This guy is livid. His meal that he has been waiting on for who knows how long to come out of the water just dropped back in the fucking water. He is going to come over here and he is going to try to rope one of you guys. He's going to sling his rope at you. He's going to try to do it at Shadow.
Rope-a-dope.
Well, that's a natural one.
Get fucked.
Alright, Shadow, your turn.
So the Mastiff is just gnashing and chawing and just goes right back. He's getting clipped at and he's going right back to bite the
God, I just imagine this horrible
Kingfisher.
fight. They're just up there just the screeching and wailing. A six for his attack roll.
Yeah, I didn't even roll the second D20 because
Oh my god, you're failing this poor Mastiff so hard with your rolls.
yeah, especially considering what he could do if he could get a hit in.
Oh yeah, he could pull him off the wall, couldn't he?
Yeah, he can literally rip him off the ceiling.
Oh,
that's cool.
yeah, because he knocks him prone. So yeah, that's totally how I'd rule that. Oh well, it's Shadow's turn.
It's Shadow's turn, and Shadow just eyeballs the stupid son of a bitch, just tried to grab him, and lets loose 2 quick arrows fly towards where the Mastiff is in dire need.
So you gotta shoot up here amongst us. One of us has got to have some relief.
Exactly. So 14 to hit.
That hits.
Yep. So that'll be a
You hit
6 and
this.
2 8s.
Sorry, bastard.
Oh my god, so many 1s and 2s. 9 damage. 1 and 2 1 and 2 2s. 9 damage, and then the second arrow is right behind that one, modified 20.
All right. Come on, roll some better damage here.
It's gonna be 15 damage.
All right. That's enough. So,
Yes.
you put some arrows in this guy, and shoom, he falls down, and shoom, the Mastiff falls down.
That's deep water. That's deep water.
The water's deep enough, so splish, the Mastiff just falls in, and you see him poke his little head up like, "Arr!" He's just swimming, doggy paddle style.
The Mastiff still has movement, so he gets his 20 feet of movement back towards us.
All right, now does he take his turn before your turn, or is it just all together? So he swims back towards the shore 20 feet. He only has 20 feet of movement? Oh, he has 40, but you cut it in half because he's difficult terrain for the water.
Yeah.
Perfect. Look at you, you're becoming a little D&D pro.
Holy
This guy.
fuck.
This guy feels like he's far enough away. You hear, at this point, he's outside of your dark vision range. And so you just hear like noises.
Creepy.
This guy is so pissed that his freaking dinner keeps getting away. Oh my god, nat 20. I'm going to say, because of the nat 20, that he gets to immediately pull him up a little bit. Because it just seems unfair that it takes so long to get his prey.
It's fucked up.
Well, I mean, he does get to immediately pull him up if they fail their save. Okay, this guy's dead. I don't know why he's still in the thing. This guy is the one that splashed into the water. So he's running. He's swimming. He's running. He gets all the way to here. He's got to get... He sees the light. This guy, on the other hand, has been pulled up once again. Let's see if he breaks free. He does! He's the survivor!
The survivor!
He breaks free, and you can tell as he starts to walk off that he's limping but he's up and he's walking. He's just like, Talik, it's your turn. There's only a couple of them left, man. There's the one that keeps trying to eat the survivor. There's one that y'all haven't damaged at all. That's out in the middle of the pond.
I'll move towards this one and throw 2 hand axes at him. I'm gonna roll them both.
Roll them up.
A 20 and a 11.
Okay.
Does the 11 hit?
The 11 does not hit.
I'm gonna use a precision strike.
Okay. You're not supposed to ask that, but I'm cool with it.
I was pretty sure that it didn't. I'm thinking it's 12.
I'll never say.
It's definitely
All right,
12.
so 18 on that one. And then I get to add that D8 to the attack roll.
Oh, wow. Good to roll big
That's
on that.
7.
Yeah. Yeah, precision attack is a very nice maneuver.
Yeah, I like that one. Total damage is 6 plus 8 plus 7. So 14 plus 7, 21 damage. The 2 axes just go whipping at this guy.
You guys are killing me. He has 21 HP left.
Fuck
I
yeah.
shit you not. So,
Save that fish, man.
falls to the ground. That one's dead. And this
Who
one
left,
up here,
Shadow?
there's
I
really
see him,
one
some
left.
bitches.
One's outside of y'all's vision range, and this other one scurries off. He runs off into the darkness of the roof here. And yeah, all the ones that you can see, they're nothing visible. Shadow, it's your turn.
So the Mastiff gets on dry land.
Okay.
Yeah, so I scurry up on top of this rock.
Well, let's see. I don't know if you can see him from there. It's 60 feet dark vision range, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like they've scurried off into the darkness.
Okay. Talik,
All right.
I don't think they're coming back.
Yeah, we'll exit initiative. The
Good.
Kuatoa, though, maybe we should stay in initiative because the Kuatoa continues sprinting away. The last
They're
two
going
here.
to the right here.
Yeah, they're going off to the right. And they're sprinting away beyond you.
Okay, I'd like to follow them. I'll even use my dash action if I have to and get into this little tunnel.
Okay, yeah. So you're sprinting after them. It seems that their gross little fishy legs seem to move about as fast as you do.
I'm yelling after him. Hey!
Yeah, so y'all are running down a hallway here. And it seems to go on for a little ways as you're chasing them. Make me an athletics check as you chase them.
Okay.
We've done this before. Ooh, they rolled pretty good.
I got a nat 20, 27.
Oh, one of them rolled a nat 19, the other one rolled a 15. But yeah, so you catch up to them after a little while. What do you want to do when you catch up to them? They're like running away from you, just as scared of you as they were of the cave fishers.
I don't think they can talk from what I've heard so far when they kind of yelled back to me. I imagine that I kind of pounce on top of one.
Yeah, kind of like put your arms out and stop them.
Mm-hmm. And then I put my weapon down by my side and I just put my palms up in the air and I'm like, friend. And I'm pointing at myself with both hands.
They're just looking back and forth at each other, and they look down at your weapon, and one of them pulls out a little fishbone dagger, and he's kind of pointing at you, and he's trying to defend himself. They're looking back and forth at each other.
I just put my hands up, in a friendly surrender position, up.
They look back where they came from, and at this point, y'all probably run a couple 100 yards down the hallway. Shadow, what's Shadow doing, Seth?
Sprinting.
Okay, you're following them.
Speed. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So by this point, you catch up to them, and you're behind them. So y'all kind of got them boxed in a little bit here. They're just and they're pointing back towards the cave that y'all just came from. They're just like, and they like raise their hands up and they're like, monster, like kind of doing that sort of shape. They're like, and they're shaking their head. They're like pointing forwards. They're like, they want to go that way.
Just as an attempt, I stroke my ring of druid kind just to see if I can pick up anything coming out of these. I know they're not animals, but I'm still just to see if I can pick up anything they're trying to communicate.
Sure. Yeah, so you stroke it, and they keep they're making sound nonstop, and you don't seem to understand any of the noises that they're making. Tell you what, make me a history check.
4.
I got a 1.
Yeah, y'all have no idea what these fishmen are. You're like, what the F are these things? You never seen anything like it. You never heard of, you've heard of fishmen on the surface, and they look nothing like these things. These are some sort of weird, like you said, almost like a failed evolutionary part of a fishman.
Could I try and make another check? Could I try and do like an Arcana check?
You can, but I'll tell you, it'll be quite a bit higher.
Okay. 6.
Yeah, you're not sure what the hell these things are.
I'm too dumb. Shadow, I don't know what the fuck these things are, but they're clearly scared of the direction we came from.
I will let you make me a shoot, what's the
I mean, so Shadow at this point is tripping balls. He's freaked out. He fucking hates big ass cave spiders. He doesn't know where Boddynock is, and he is listening and looking and everything. I roll a perception check.
Yeah, you can roll a perception check.
14.
So as these guys kind of are simmering down a little bit, you hear way down the hallway in front of you more of these guys making noises, and they're not nearly as much panicked noises as the ones that you're standing here next to. It almost sounds like they're having like an actual conversation, and they're weird. Blah,
so Shadow kind of motions to Talik and the fish people, like, okay, let's keep moving.
Yeah, I think it sounds like they got some kind of village or something ahead of us. Let's see what's going on.
Okay. So yeah, they'll continue forward a little ways. Okay, so y'all go on for a little ways. It's probably like 30 minutes of walking with these fish people. You continue to hear more of them up ahead. And after a while, you come to another opening. As you do, you just get this really pungent, earthy aroma of like just dug soil and earthiness. And as you open into this room, you see with your grayscale dark vision an array of mushrooms, a whole field of them across a giant chasm. And walking around, you see a couple of the ones that escaped that are still kind of at the entrance here where you guys walked in. But all throughout the rest of it, there seem to be more of these fish people just kind of aimlessly wandering back and forth inside of here. And the ones that you see in front of you scurry forward quickly and start to eat these the mushrooms. They start to pick them up and devour them. And here, let me plop down the ones that escaped. I think it was 4 total that escaped. So they kind of scurry forward. They start the ones that you guys have been walking with kind of take glances at you and take the opportunity, run forward and start scarfing down some mushrooms.
Do I see any creatures in this area that are different?
No, looks to be all fish people. and they just seem the ones that are already here don't seem at all stressed out. They're just kind of wandering back and forth.
I am going to just dumbly walk up between these two and reach down and pick a mushroom and eat it.
Okay, so you pick up a mushroom and take a bite. It's got, mushroomy taste, fairly mild flavor to it. It's a little dirty from being down here in the cave, but it doesn't taste bad. As you gulp it down, you kind of get a weird that heartbeat effect that we've had before. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 8.
So, as you take a bite into this mushroom and swallow it down, at first your stomach starts to hurt a little bit. Then you start to feel a little bit woozy. Your head starts to swirl a little bit, and you actually kind of like fall down to one knee. You feel like you're about to pass out, but you shake that part off, but you feel terrible as you become poisoned.
Okay. Do they react? Do they have any kind of reaction to what I'm doing?
So the ones that have been snarfing down the mushrooms, their eyes start to glaze over. Their fishy eyes go from this weird dull yellow to almost a gray color. And as you're looking around at them, you look into one of their eyes, and it feels like the eye just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it goes from this little 3-inch eye to a 6-inch eye, and then a 1-foot eye, and then a 5-foot eye. And next thing you know, the entire cavern is just this one big eye. You're staring at the dark pupil, and then it opens up, and you can see into the darkness off in the distance. You see this swimming creature that's just, it's this majestic, wonderful being, but you're not quite sure. You can't make out its shape. It's almost like a whale mixed with a hammerhead shark, and it's got these 3 eyes all lined up vertically instead of being side by side. And at the bottom of it, it's got this gaping mouth. Its body goes back and smooth and lithe like a whale, but it's got dozens of tentacles at the back end, almost like a squid. And at first you see it as some sort of affront to nature. It seems unnatural, but the longer you stare into it, the more it appears to be a just beautiful creature to you. And you kind of shake your head, and then you see the fish people all around you again, and you're like, what the frick was that? But they're totally gone. They're just like staring off into space, and they start kind of wandering from place to place.
Okay, so I kind of like snap out of this psychedelic thing. Can I try something? Can I try to cast message on one of them and speak telepathically with it?
You can. I do think you have to share a language. Can you double check message for me?
I don't know that it says. I was just kind of going out on a limb. Let's see if it... I don't think it specifies. Let me see. It says, point a finger towards a creature within range and whisper a message. The target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. That's all it says, and then it has a whole thing about casting
it says materials. You have to whisper a message, so I think you have to whisper it in a language you know.
Okay. My psychedelic trip didn't give me some kind of mind meld.
It doesn't appear to give you a mind meld, just that weird vision. It's almost like you were seeing into his mind for a moment there.
Could I gather a direction or anything like that?
You just got a feeling that it was very far to whatever you were seeing.
Okay.
It was a great distance away.
Okay. I just slap myself in the face, kind of like on the cheek, and I look at Shadow and I'm like, do not eat these mushrooms.
Yeah, your stomach still feels like shit. You've kind of gotten over the whole mental effects of it, but yeah, you're still poisoned as far as you feel like garbage.
Yeah, thanks, but wasn't planning on it.
I just had some kind of psychedelic vision. I don't know if it's real, but there's some sort of shark, whale, squid hybrid. It seemed like I was seeing into these fishermen's minds, as crazy as that sounds. It didn't seem like it was close to here. It seemed like maybe it was somewhere around here, but maybe a little ways away from where we are now.
Okay, Goofy Gobbler. Well, which way do you want to go? Did you get any inclination on that? Can't believe you ate that damn mushroom.
No, I didn't. I that's all I got. I see a tunnel in front of us, and then looks like maybe another one to the left.
Yeah, so there's one headed off to the... Y'all came in from the east, and there's one headed off to the west and to the south, and the compass is accurate here.
Let's go over here and take a load off for a few minutes. See if we can't get that smell coming out of the back end of you. I think is indicative of what just went in the front end of you. Can we try to slink over to a part of the cavern here and take a short rest?
Yeah, absolutely. So you want to kind of find a spot and you watch these Koatoa. In fact, I'll give you you don't know their names yet, but I'll give you another opportunity to make a history check on these guys if you're spending an hour watching them wander around like weirdos.
Yeah, kind of patching ourselves up and looking around.
Yeah. Take y'all's short rest, do what you need to do there. By the way, did the Mastiff come with you guys?
Yeah, the Mastiff is with us.
I didn't take any damage.
I know, right? Shadow got pulled all the way up and took a full 40-foot fall damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all make me an extra history check. As y'all are sitting here for an hour watching these guys just...
Okay, I got a 15 this time.
Mindlessly wander around. Okay.
Yeah, I did not.
So that's good enough. You're watching these guys and you're like, maybe it's eating the mushrooms, maybe it's just watching them wander around. You're not 100% sure.
Tune.
But these are a fish people. They're a whole society, and you definitely got a sentiment that their priority in life is the religion to the creature that you saw. That you know for certain. You believe you know their name is a Kuatoa.
Okay.
And you don't know a whole lot more about them other than that they are a creature of the depths and the darks. In fact, you're pretty sure that if they were in the... if they ever went to the surface, that they would be just overwhelmed by the brightness of the surface. They are a dark, deep fish creature, not meant for the surface or the oceans or anything like that. But yeah, outside of that, you don't know a whole lot.
Okay.
But you definitely have more insight on them than you did before.
Kuatoas.
You know what, Shadow? I think I remember these things. I think they worship some... Maybe that thing that I saw, it seems like they have some kind of connection to whatever that thing is.
Was that thing you saw what's been eating the Kretox?
I'm thinking it is, yeah. I don't know, but that's my hunch.
Well, can we take it?
I don't know. It looks pretty gnarly, but I mean, I can take anything.
Okay. All right. Well,
maybe we can get it up on land to fight it. What do you think about that?
I think it was digging holes in the land back there by the gate door thing. Man, Boddynock's not in here either. Where'd he go?
Yeah, I don't know. These guys seem... I don't know if I would call these guys friendly, but they're certainly not a threat.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like there's no way Boddynock came down and kept going from here, right? He was right behind us.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Maybe we postpone this mission, and whatever it is behind this door. I don't know how much more damage it can do to the Kretoks in the next day or two. Let's see if we can find Boddynock.
Yeah, let's go back to that cave fisher lair and see if we can't pick up his trail. This is just bizarre. Where the hell did he go?
Right, you think he would have stopped here in the mushroom room, but
Be his favorite place.
yeah. So you
guys are going back to the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can we do like an investigation check and see? Can we pick up any prints in here, footprints or anything?
Yeah, it'd be you can do an investigation, or it's probably survival would be better.
Okay.
You're like looking for tracks, right?
Yeah, like footprints and whatnot. So it's kind of like a tracking thing.
Survival is like finding your way in the woods, tracking, and like foraging and like finding food in the woods too.
I seriously doubt if he didn't want us to find him that we're going to be able to find him, but it's worth a shot. Yeah, I got a 19.
I got a 22.
So you're looking around this room. You're not really seeing anything here by the lake, and you just kind of pace back and forth, being thorough, being careful, and you actually go back up the hallway just a little bit. And as you guys are going back up the hallway, both y'all spot it. Shadow spots it a little bit before Talik reaches down and touches it, and Talik says, "Yep, sure enough." And you see that there were 3 sets of tracks walking down the hallway very clearly, and all of a sudden there's just 2 sets of tracks walking down the hallway, not far, maybe a 5-minute walk from the lake. The smallest set of prints just stops. And with a 22, Shadow, you actually notice that there's like one little half print over to the side in the mud on the way to the rocks, and then you find a little bit of mud residue on top of the rock as well, and you assume that he climbed up on the rocks to not leave prints and not make sound going back out the other way.
Well, what the fuck is he doing? He's trying to get away from us? What's I don't understand.
Well, let's go talk to what the hell's that kid's name that we left back there with Barnaby?
Oh, Tipple?
Yeah. Well, we left him in the gate room, watching our back.
Y'all had him guard the door.
You think he's still there?
No, I hope so.
Might have got scared.
When you get back, sure enough, the door is still open, and he's sitting here kind of nervously stroking Barnaby. You actually, when you come around the corner, he's kind of like hiding to the side. You can just kind of see his nose sticking out, and he's got his sword drawn, and he's looking around the corner, and when he sees it's you guys, he's like, oh, he takes a breath and kind of steps out. Hey, how's it going in there?
Well, it's going fine, but you didn't happen to see our halfling buddy come through here, did you?
Not a little fella? No, I didn't notice him.
Were you asleep?
What? No, Barnaby fell asleep. He's been sawing logs over here, but no, I was alert and vigilant the whole time. Look, man, I can't sleep with this freaking door looming over me. In fact, come out of here. Let's close it. Let's close it.
So, it's still within the time since I stroked my ring talking to the fishmen. And so I turn to Barnaby and say,
yes, I want to hear his voice.
I say, Barnaby, this is the first time we've got to speak like this. Did you happen to see our companion come through?
At first, he just makes a sound and goes, and his little, fully covered beady eyes, his eyebrows lift up over him, and you see him. He's like, "Well, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance." No, I didn't see anything. Didn't see anything at all. I'll tell you though, there was a foul odor wafted up through down the hallway. Well, I figured that was just something gross coming out of the Underdark. Smelled like some sort of flesh mixed with smoke and oil.
Does it smell like sausages, Barnaby?
Well, I'm not real familiar with sausages. Our sausages are mushrooms wrapped in banana leaves. So no, it doesn't smell like sausages at all.
I think that's I think that's old Body that he was smelling with a pocket full of sausages.
Thank you, Barnaby. Good to meet you as well. Can you take us to the entrance? I have a suspicion we may be missing a cart.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, let's go this way.
Hold on, because Sam is a literal DM. Colic, please lock the door.
Oh, yeah, please, come on. Let's get this thing closed.
Okay. Reach over and walk over and help. I assume Barnaby gives it a little push too, maybe.
Actually, so you take the key and twist it, and the whole thing just like reverses all the mechanisms that it before. And everything whirls and spins, and it like airlock seal super tight, just a perfectly flush finish, metal on metal seal.
Gotta love these dwarfs.
Tipple, tell Gold that we're gonna hang on to that key because we'll be back.
Oh, all right. Do you want me to walk you to the entrance still?
Yeah, Barnaby and you can take us to the entrance.
Oh, all right. So you guys go, just one more passageway down. By this point, it's like after midnight on the 21st.
22nd.
But yes, technically now it is the 22nd.
Okay.
It is the early morning of the 22nd.
Oh god.
Like 1:30 a.m.
By the time you make it to the front entrance,
So
1:30.
Yeah, we left the mushroom at 11 p.m.
At 11:30, yeah. So about 2 hours back.
Okay.
So as we come out of the cave, I look up at the sky and find the moon, and it is just a tiny sliver away from being full. I mean, it looks full.
Yeah.
I'm like, Shadow, are you sure we got this date right? What's today?
It's the 22nd. Tomorrow night's the night, big boy.
All right, let's get back and see if we can find Boddynock for, the inevitable.
So you guys come outside under the pale moonlight,
Where's
and you hear the whinnying of horses just gently strolling around eating grass on their leads, and you come out, your cart's sitting there. But yeah, the gate of the cart is open, and Jeffrey is nowhere to be seen.
There ain't no way Jeffrey left here without Boddynock. Them two are two peas in a pod at this point.
So he wasn't killed or anything. It looks like he came out here and left on purpose. You can tell that much.
So yeah, you guys are looking around the cart, and tucked up onto the driver's seat, you find a little note, hastily scribbled, and I just dropped it into Discord if one of you guys want to read it.
Yeah, I got it.
Shadow, what is that?
Appears to be a note. It says, found a hog so greasy the whole kitchen is gonna get a reno. Couldn't figure out how to slice the ham though, so had to take it out back. But hey, somebody's got to bring home the bacon. Signed, B. Found a hog so greasy. I think this little shit went after some gold.
Yeah, it took me a minute there. Yeah, he found a better job, maybe? Is that what he's saying?
Either, I don't know if he found a better long-term job or if he just found a job that's going to pay out big, but that's all
Why the
I
hell
can
didn't
figure.
he tell us?
Oh, shit's money hungry. You know that. He's got all my gold in his purse.
Shit, I forgot about that. Oh, no. Well, I'll share.
Okay. Let's head back to the guild hall and see what in the hell is going on. Maybe he stopped by there.
All right, I climb up on the cart. Let Shadow drive us.
Okay.
To be continued on the next episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies. Find out what happens to our party next week.